Hello and welcome. I am Ajit Kumar Nair, a psychologist at Nair's Epigenetic Wellness. We offer both online and offline support, and you can reach out directly at 9446-467-779. Today, we need to talk about why being a helpful person can sometimes feel so incredibly heavy. You know the feeling. You constantly go out of your way to cover for coworkers, or you are always the one initiating plans with your friends. But instead of feeling fulfilled by your generosity, you end up exhausted and quietly bitter. Why does this happen? We often try to protect ourselves from being taken advantage of, yet those very defense mechanisms end up draining our daily energy and souring our closest relationships. The answer lies in a psychological tug-of-war happening inside you. Every time you interact with someone, two distinct archetypes fight for control: the provider and the expector. The provider is your generative force. It creates value, leads with genuine generosity, and operates from a mindset of abundance. It acts because it has something to give. The expector is your internal scorekeeper. It audits every single transaction. It demands reciprocity, constantly asking, "What am I getting out of this?" Boundaries are necessary and healthy, but when you let the expector take the wheel, your focus shifts from what you bring to the table to what you can extract from it. This quiet shift suffocates your potential to lead and connect. True provision happens when you give from a place of overflow. You offer advice, emotional support, or a creative idea simply because you have something valuable to share, freely and without conditions. But the moment the expector steps in, that generous act gets corrupted. It mutates into a hidden contract. The thought process becomes, "I did this for you, so now you owe me loyalty," or at least a fast reply. People can sense when there are strings attached to your help. The implicit demand for a return strips the authenticity out of your effort. The provider builds a bridge. The expector builds a toll booth. The internal toll of this mindset is severe because the expector operates from a place of absolute scarcity. This diagram illustrates your cognitive bandwidth. When your expector is active, it constantly audits your energy inputs against the recognized outputs. If you put 80% effort into a project but only receive 50% credit, your mental battery takes a massive hit. It happens in friendships too. When you spend your bandwidth measuring who initiates conversations versus who responds, your available energy drops even further. Or in your career, when you constantly weigh your hard work against immediate market results, the internal auditing drains you completely empty. Spending your cognitive bandwidth keeping score leaves you with no mental energy left to innovate, solve complex problems, or give deeply. Your forward momentum permanently stalls. Because the expector fears putting out effort without a guaranteed return, it relies on a specific defense mechanism: preemptive withdrawal. It tells you not to try too hard until other people prove they deserve it. This creates a standoff. The expector says, "I will open up when they make me feel safe." The provider says, "I will bring warmth and invite safety into the room right now." In your career, the expector waits to be given the leadership title before stepping up. The provider leads immediately, knowing the title will eventually follow the action. Creatively, the expector waits for perfect conditions to produce great work. The provider creates great work despite poor conditions. The world rarely aligns with our private scripts. When the expector's hidden demands inevitably go unmet, the resulting frustration turns into cynicism and highly passive behavior. You become a bitter giver. You might still do the work or show up for your friends, but it operates out of martyrdom rather than mastery. The emotional cost of receiving your help becomes too high, and it pushes people away. To heal this resentment, you need a profound mindset shift. You have to detach your effort from the immediate outcome. You have to drop the stopwatch and the ledger. The first step is to audit your internal contracts. Before you help a friend or take on a new project at work, ask yourself, am I doing this freely, or am I secretly demanding a specific reaction? Second, shift your focus to the craft itself. Find your fulfillment in the sheer quality of your contribution, rather than the praise, applause, or likes it might generate. Third, set clear boundaries. The expector thrives on vague, unspoken desires. If you need something specific from a relationship, state it up front. Clear agreements starve the expector. Fourth, source your value internally. Break your reliance on external validation by recognizing your capacity to give, build, and show up is its own reward. Reclaiming the provider identity does not mean becoming a doormat. It means you are giving from a place of unshakable internal power, completely free from the need to control the recipient's reaction. When you silence the expector and unleash the provider to build without demanding a payoff, your output improves, but more importantly, you transform the entirety of your personal presence. Thank you for watching. Again, I am Ajit Kumar Nair, psychologist at Nair's Epigenetic Wellness. We provide online and offline support and guidance. You can contact us at 944-646-7779. Take care and keep building.